Breitbart was a platform for the alt-right.
I think he said that to Mother Jones, but what I can tell you is this. There is a distinction. I think there's a distinction between covering the alt-right and defending it. And the fact is that people on the alt-right are sharing Breitbart articles.
That's not what he
something
said.
we can do anything
he
about.
He didn't say we cover the alt-right. He said we are the platform for the alt-right.
Well, he said that, and I defy you to explain what that means. You have two guests on there.
I'm asking you,
what could it possibly mean?
That's why we have you on. What else could it mean?
So what you guys have said, hold on, the suggestion is that Breitbart is a white nationalist website. We've disproved that. The suggestion is that Steve Bannon, yes we have. You cannot name what, you have not named you've had a lot of time to do research and you haven't come up with one white nationalist article at Breitbart. You said that Steve Bannon is an anti-Semite, yet you haven't provided any examples.
Let's put this up. Let me finish. No, I want you to look at this. This is a headline from Breitbart after the church shootings in Charleston. Hoist it high and proud. The Confederate flag proclaims a glorious heritage. And it said it should be you should hoist it high and proud from every church and everywhere. So what is that?
That's not what the article said. But the article is a defense of the Confederate flag as an historical symbol. And there are people at other websites and other newspapers who've made the same argument. That was an argument made by Democrats for a long time, and that is an argument that this deserves to be seen as separate from the Charleston massacre, and that's a legitimate argument. And I think if you can go to David French at National Review Online and read the same argument. It happens to be an argument that lost.
Okay.
But
here's what it says.
What you're doing
Here's what it says. It's hoisted high and proud. Every tree, every rooftop, every picket fence, every telegraph pole in the South should be festooned with the Confederate battle flag.
That's not white nationalist. What you're talking about is an opinion about the Confederate flag as a symbol of history, which used to be commonly accepted in the South. It's not something that I think is a good idea, but it is part of... Yeah, but Kurt Bardella, you know that Steve Bannon is not a white nationalist. You know that he's not an anti-Semite, and yet that's the premise on which you've come on the air to smear him. So now that we've established that you can't prove that he's an anti-Semite...
Never heard Kurt say that.
You cannot establish... Look, the Zionist Organization of America has come out in defense of Steve Bannon and said that he's pro-Israel and that he has empathy for the Jewish people. And you guys have no answer to that, and you've used up this precious airtime to basically smear a man and smear a website. And now that you can't prove the point. Excuse me, Kurt, you would do better to listen with your ears instead of your mouth.
Wow.
It's good to...
Put your big boy pants on now.
We're all going to have to listen to the commercial break with our ears. Thank you.